Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. You guys, this is a special video. I have so many great things to show you. I am over the moon. I do want to thank Teemu for sponsoring today's video. Y'all, there'll be a link down in the description box for you to head over to Teemu and see what they have to offer. Let me share one thing with you before I show you this first item. Okay, so back in 2022, if you all saw my video, and I'll try to link it somewhere in the cards, the video that I do every New Year's Eve. In 2022, the Lord spoke to me. He said, Shakema, you guys, listen, before I jump into this video. Hey, y'all, for you new folks, I'm Shakema. I'm a single mom. I have 4 children, 2 girls, Alana and Shamika, 2 boys, Trandon and Jackson. I have a fur dog. Her name is Gracie. I have 3 fur grand dogs. Acro, he's Shamika's dog. He lives in my house while she's in school in California. He leaving though, July 1st. Counted on July 1st, he is getting on a plane back to his mom. Listen, Shamika just got engaged. So guess who's going to be engaged with them? You engaged, Acro's engaged at your house. And I have 2 fur dogs that live with Trandon, my son Trandon, Hondo and Snoop. They live with their dad. Yes, so there we are. For you new people. For my oldies but goodies, y'all already know all that. Jumping back into what that video was talking about. There was one specific thing that the Lord spoke to me about 2022. 2023. He said, Shakema, 2023 will be your year of maturity. The year of maturity. He didn't say my year. He said the year of maturity. But one specific area he wanted to talk to me about and make sure that I was clear on was my clothing. Now, I dress nice all the time, or I try to dress nice. Most people comment on my clothing. I do post clothing, you know, so everybody can see kind of what I'm wearing. And the Lord said, he said, you need to dress mature. I can't tell you what that means to anybody else. I can only tell you what that means to me. With that in mind, going into 23, I've been kind of doing a few things. I've been taking some patterns out, putting some different patterns in. I've been dressing more like who I know God is creating me or making me, you know, shaping me into than what some people are used to. And for some people, that's a little bit different, right? That word was for me. I had to grab that for myself. So anywho, Teemu reached out and they said, hey, would you like to, you know, show some of our products? I said, sure. Oh, perfect. Well, they have a line of clothing. And I went on their website and found the best stuff. I want to show you guys what I bought. So again, Teemu, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I got in here. I have been looking at this shirt for quite a long time on other platforms. And I will tell you that they are expensive in certain places. But I was able to find this shirt. It just says Faith. It's just a t-shirt, short sleeve tee. This is in a size extra large. Just because right now, y'all know I've gained a little bit of weight. And I'm working on that. The kids and I have some challenges in March we're going to be working through. A challenge in March we're going to be working through. All of us at the same time. But I am so excited to wear this with a pair of jeans and probably some heels. But again, God said to me about me, Shakema, you have to dress the part. So I picked a couple of things. Here's another bag that I got. Again, this is from Teemu, y'all. So check them out. I was so encouraged by the prices. It was very reasonable and economical. Now, this is a flannel. It is a long sleeve. It's a long sleeve. And it's probably about 3/4 length. But I'm going to wear it. It is a full button up or button down. But I'm going to wear it open. Now, y'all already know that this weather out here is a mite bit schizophrenic. I mean, 2 days ago was summer. Now we back to the wintertime. Tomorrow, it is no telling what it's going to be. But I'm not about to be cold. And then certain schools I go into are cooler. Now, they have already turned the air conditioner on, and it is centrally controlled by the central office, so we don't get to adjust it, even though we have thermostats in our room. They don't work. So I plan to wear either like some leggings or some jeans on a dress down day, not a dress up day, or maybe days I don't have kids, right? And then I will definitely put this on. Again, the quality is so very nice. It's not thin. You can't see through it, anything like that. It was just one of those economical. I can't tell you enough about the prices. I just was so pleased with the prices. I was like, okay, we see you, Teemu. I had never heard of this company. Personally, I had never ordered from them before. But once I started looking, one of my girls, Siobhan, over at Siobhan Melanie TV, I've seen her reviews. And I was like, oh, okay, let me see what she got going on. Oh, that's not a clothing item. That's something else. Here's another item that I got. Here's another one. So I'll see what came in this bag. So right now I'm in my office because I've got several different things, but I'm going to be moving to another part of my house in just a second to show you the things I got over there. Now, y'all know red is my favorite color. Red 100% is my favorite color. And here is another pretty shirt that I got. Faith, hope, and love. Right? Y'all know I'm here for all the things red. And I'm here for all the things Jesus. So I am Team the Lord right here. This is going to be amazing, amazing, amazing. So I'm happy about getting that. And again, those prices were so economical. I could not believe it. I was like, really? Wow. Very economical. And it did not take long to get here. They had a very, very fast shipping rate. And they have, so many products. You could get lost in their products. Now, this is more of an Aztec print, which again, I'm trying different things based on that word that the Lord gave me. This is a long sleeve. Of course, you know I'm going to wear it 3/4 length. But this is a cardigan, a long cardigan. I have a black jumpsuit, all black, that I think would pair well with this. I could pair it with heels. I could pair it with boots. I could pair it with booties. And I think it would go very nicely. Okay. So that was my last clothing item. Okay, y'all, before we head into the kitchen, I'm going to show you a couple other things. So when I was ordering from Temu, it was like, okay, Shakema, what do you really need, right? Y'all know I'm on a huge decluttering kick around here. But there were several areas that I'm focusing on in my home in 2023. One of them is self-care. And again, what the Lord told me as far as my style, my clothing, that was one area. One area that I'm focusing on is our garden. We've added in 4 new garden beds. And so we are taking special attention and special time to make sure that everything in the garden is the way it needs to be so that we can be food producers for our family. Will we produce all of our food this year? Probably not, but we're going to try to produce a lot of food or a large amount for our family, so that will help us at the grocery store in the long run. The third area that I'm focusing on is in my kitchen. Now, Jackson is not taking a culinary class this semester, but he took a culinary arts class last semester, and Jackson loves culinary arts. He just loves cooking and all of those types of things. So I am trying to equip him with the things that he needs, because that could potentially be a career for him. And then outside of that, just a few other places in our home, just a few little decorative tips, decorative items here or there. So let me show you what I picked up for the garden. All right, the first thing I picked up were these, what they're calling garden buttons. And the reason that I picked these up, let me see if I can open this and show you, is primarily for our tomato plants, right? So these, we're going to put these around the stakes, and then we're going to lock them in place, right? Because our tomato plants got extremely heavy last year. We had, I'm not sure what kind of mega tomato plant we picked up, but that one of our plants had like arms for days, and they were on the ground and it was laying over, and we kept trying to string it up with twine. But these will help because we can interlock these, and we can lock these around the stakes, right? And we can use them all the way up the plant if we need to. So this is a packet of 100. There's 100 in here. And we do plan to do quite a few tomatoes. So that's one item I got for the garden. Another item that I got for the garden, because, oh, I actually got 2 packs of garden buttons. Our peppers were heavy as well, because we traditionally do very well with peppers, tomatoes. I've done well with collard greens. Can't seem to get my cabbage right, but collard greens I've done well. So I'm going to try cabbage in the winter or in the fall. So Octoberish, I'm going to see if they grow over the winter, but I can't get them to grow in the summertime without bugs. I can get them to grow, can't get them to grow without bugs. So I picked up 2 of these, and whatever I don't use this year, I'll end up using for the, whatever I don't use in the spring garden, I'll use in the summer garden or the fall garden. It'll all be used. The next thing I got, okay. So in the kids' bathroom, and I might even use, I think it's going to go in the kids' bathroom. I needed a new shower head for them. So I picked up this shower head. I think it's a 5-position shower head. It changes. So the different speed or the spray of the water. So this was in, this is going to go into the kids' bathroom. And I have all the pieces for installing this. They all came together. We'll see how this works. They have a small, the head of their shower is probably about just this size. So this gives them a larger head in the shower. We'll see. I have a large head in my shower. And then this also comes, you know, it will let them pull it down and use it as a body, you know, without it just being permanently attached. When my mom was here, when she was under hospice care, we had to get a different shower head for her. And that's what I have in my bathroom, is that shower head. I never went back to change it to get something different. It seems to work out just fine. And then if I need to, like if I'm cleaning the shower and I want to use, you know, the shower head to rinse out the tub, I can easily pull it down. So we're going to try to see if that is something that, you know, we can do in the kids' bathroom. So that's another item that we picked up. Another thing that I picked up is this. It's not twine, but it's like garden string, because I want to make sure, again, even though I picked up the buttons, I want to make sure that none of my stakes lean. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough twine or string or what have you in the garden, because I do plan for a very successful tomato pepper year, because I know I can grow those. Every year I've grown those and they have been abundant. My garden guy was here the other day and he was like, oh my God. He's like, he said your peppers would just be showing off every time I came over to do the yard. And so I know that I can grow those things. I was listening to, I think it was Jessica from 3 Rivers Homestead earlier today. She was doing her garden plan. And one of the things that she said, she says, hey, I've tried to plant this, you know, I've tried to grow this garden, this variety of whatever it was she was talking about. She's like, you know, it just didn't do well. And she's like, I don't want to take up valuable garden space or resources, so I'm just not going to grow that anymore. So know what you grow well. I know what I grow well. I do well with peppers. I do well with tomatoes. Those are things my kids and I eat. I do well with greens, collard greens. We do well with carrots, all of those types of things that I know I can grow. I'm doing peas. We're actually going to be planting peas. We'll bring you along for that journey. They were supposed to come today. They didn't come, but hoping that they are going to be here tomorrow. So, yeah, I got some 6-inch mesh. This is trellis netting for my vining plants. I'm going to try my best. When I asked Mr. Jerome to come and put the trellis in and the cattle panel, I wanted some on each of the garden beds. He did not do that, but that's okay, because now that I have this netting, I can actually put, all I need are some T-posts in a couple of those garden beds, and then raised beds, and then I can put this up. This is a 4x8. They did have this in different sizing, but I got 4x8, which is exactly what my garden raised beds are. So I got 2 of those. The next thing I got for the garden are these little name badges, or little name tickets where I can write, hey, this is what this is, and I'm going to clip it on to that particular portion of the garden, so I know what I'm growing. I know Becky from Acre Homestead has had some issues sometime where she forgets what she planted in that specific space, and so I don't want to have that, right? So here's a way They're gardening labels, and I got them in yellow. There were different colors. I got them in yellow so that they would stand out to me, so that I would know exactly. I've even kept the little, you know, what comes in the, because I do plant starts, what comes in the plant start container. But sometimes they get lost, they get missing. The kids will water and they pop up out the ground. So this will actually help me, and I can actually put this on at the base of each plant. And so I'll know what it is, because let's see how many come in here. I think there's 100 in here. There's quite a lot in here. I think there's 100 in this one. And y'all, some of these prices were crazy cheap. It was like $1.59 or $3.29. I don't even think anything was $3.29. $1.79. The clothing was a little bit more expensive. I think the t-shirts were like $5.99. They might have even been like $3.89. I think the one woolen 3/4 length jacket was like $18.99. Other than that, that probably was the most expensive thing. And even this heating pad, because yeah, that was everything for the garden. Let me make sure I got everything. Oh no, this was the last thing for the garden, and I'll show you the other stuff that I got. This was the last thing. This is bird netting. So what I wanted to do is, there are times when birds or little critters will come over and just try to eat your, eat your produce. And so I got this bird netting to protect plants, just an extra layer of protection. We do have the wire fencing around the garden, but an extra layer of protection because I want to be able to be a good gardener, right? It's my 4th year gardening, and I'm still a novice gardener, very novice, and I'm going to take that, and it's okay. As far as just home type things, I've got this electrical heating pad. The one I had, we used it so much, went out. Now I use this on my back. Alana and I started working out, and we are hurting every day. It only helps us sometimes to come in and take some ibuprofen, put a heating pad on us, and just, relax. She also has still her cycle, so this would be extremely helpful. Lay it across whenever she's having cramps, etc. And that would be extremely helpful for her. Now, one of the things that I love and I've always wanted was a wall of words. I've said that before. I have always, always, always wanted a wall of words. And I didn't realize back then when I had said that they would be making decals. Because when I said that, I don't believe that there were decals anywhere being made at that time. So I actually was able to pick up a couple of decals. This is 15 1/4 by 16 inches. And let's see if I can open this. And it is a words for my wall or decal. And it says, accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be, right? So I'm going to find a place. I think this is going to, I have like an eave in my living room. I think I'm going to put that there. So that's one that I got. And I just went through, they had a lot of them. I went through and found things that really said something to me and what I feel. Here's another one. Let me see what this one says, if I can open this one. This says, life isn't about waiting for the storms to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. All right, so here's another one. And this, again, is just a wall decal, is what it would look like. If you can see that, there you go. Right? And again, I think I'm just going to find a space for it in my, I think it's going to probably go in that eave as well. Or over here in my office. Over here in my office might be another place where I would put it on the wall. And the last wall decal that I got, before I take you guys in the kitchen and we see what the kitchen, it's live every moment, laugh every day, and love beyond words. I am all about words. Words are so important. The Bible says life or death are in the power of the tongue. And I believe in speaking things or having people come in and see things You know what I mean? So I think in that eve is where I'm going to have my wall of words, or where it's going to start, because I think I'll continue to add things as I get them. Also, walking into the part of the house where the guest bathroom is, there's a wall above the thermostat. I think I can put something there where I can easily peel it off and put it, change it out or what have you. So I'm going to pick those two places because those are the places where I'm thinking right now in my mind they would go the best. For spring, Temu is running a massive statewide sale. Head over to Temu.com now for discounts up to 90% off. And you can find the link in the description box for the items featured in this video. Use the code SKY4349 for an extra 30% off.